Good morning and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm Meteorologist Caitlyn Lorr, going to talk about an update on your forecast. We've got a lot of rain on the way over the next several days. We're going to see periods of isolated showers, periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and periods of dry conditions from time to time that are going to lead to a whole mess of, are we going to see rain or are we not going to see rain? And if we are, when are we? And that's really the big question going into this next several days, is just that these chances are going to be very splotchy from time to time. So again, it's just going to be sometimes dependent on where you are. Now, just to show you all these rain chances we are looking at, this is our rain chance graph showing that we are looking at anything from isolated to scattered chances between today and Sunday night into Monday of next week or this coming weekend. So I want to take a moment to mention that the good news about this is there's a couple of things that we can focus on to not get scared about for things like maybe some bad flooding or something like that. So the good news is we have been dry for a little bit, and that's really not good news. But why that's good news is the fact that our ground is dry. So there's a lot of room within the ground and the soil for this water, this rain to get soaked up in and not lead to things like major flooding or anything like that. Especially because we could see some heavy rain from time to time in portions of the area. And I'll talk about rain totals in just a few moments here. But the good news is, like I said, it's going to be on and off, intermittent. There's going to be times where we see no rain for more than an hour, several hours even. There's going to be times where we see some scattered showers for a couple of hours. So it's really just going to be dependent on the time of the day and where you are and what your plans are and things like that. But all in all, we're not looking at major flooding or anything like that. Maybe some areas of standing water and low-laying areas for a short period of time until that ground can really soak it up, which shouldn't take long. So that's the good news. The other good news is that as of right now, we are not looking at any strong or severe thunderstorm outlooks. So what we are anticipating are generally just general basic thunderstorms. Now, given the heat and humidity we have had in the area leading up to today, there's a chance that we could see a stray strong to severe storm develop in the area today or tonight, just like we saw in portions of northern Iowa yesterday. It wasn't a severe weather outbreak. There weren't that many severe storms, but there were a couple, and that part of Iowa was actually not under a severe weather outlook for yesterday. But just because you're not under a severe weather outlook doesn't mean that those severe storms can't happen. They can, but they're only going to be one or two in the sense of, more than that. So going forward with today, we are looking at a high of 82 degrees by this afternoon with showers and a few thunderstorms mixed in, which we've already had in portions of the area earlier this morning in southwestern Minnesota. As we take a look at the futurecast, we'll notice that we will become mostly cloudy as the day goes on, with some isolated showers possible from Mankato westward, southwestward to that border of Minnesota, South Dakota, and Iowa, which does include portions of northwest Iowa. These isolated chances are going to continue across the area. Some areas are only going to see showers. Other areas are going to see showers and at times thunderstorms, but all of that is going to become more isolated again anytime after 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then from there, we're going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies and a few isolated shower, maybe thunderstorm chances beyond 1 a.m. into tomorrow morning. Now tonight, we are going to see those temperatures drop to a low of 65 degrees by tomorrow morning, with those scattered chances becoming more isolated again after 1 a.m. Tomorrow, we are looking at more shower and thunderstorm chances. The highs are going to hover in the low 80s, just to kind of show you what this is looking like as far as rain totals go for tomorrow, or for now through 7 a.m. Monday morning. We're looking at, this will pop up here in just a minute, so I'm going to kind of talk through it until it pops up. There it is. It's like it listens. We're looking at around the Twin Cities, westward to the Willmar area, even the border of Minnesota and South Dakota, that kind of parallel plane, if you will, from, like I said, the Twin Cities straight westward to the western border of Minnesota. That area could see anywhere from just over an inch to just under 2 inches of rain between now and Monday morning. But south of that area, so we'll say south of the Twin Cities to northern Iowa, we are looking at, on average, about 3/4 of an inch of rain between now and Monday. That doesn't mean that that's what we are going to see. Some of us could see closer to a half an inch, while some of us see closer to an inch of rain. But on average, majority of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa are looking at about 3/4 of an inch of rain between now and Monday. And you can see that those totals get a little bit heftier, a little bit higher, the more north you head towards the Twin Cities. over to the Wilmer area. So we do have a little bit of rain on the way, and this is why I was talking about those ground conditions and why it's good that we are unfortunately on the dry side at the moment, because it allows the ground to be able to soak up more of this rainwater as we get it over the next several days. Here's what all of this looks like on your extended forecast. We are looking at temperatures dropping into the low to mid 70s by Friday. From there, we're going to see them ramp back up into the mid to upper 70s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll see those storm chances continue through Sunday. Now I want to talk about Sunday for just a moment. We are looking at a cold front, a secondary cold front moving through Sunday. However, the timing of this cold front has been very inconsistent over the last couple of days. It's been coming through on Sunday and or Monday. So you may notice that rain chance kind of fluctuating between the 2 days, but what we can tell you is that it'll kind of become more pinpointed once we get a little bit closer to this weekend, and especially Sunday. And we can also tell you that after that secondary cold front moves through, regardless if it's going to be Sunday or Monday, it's going to bring in a chance of showers and thunderstorms, as well as lead to some cooler conditions beyond that cold front. And not only are we looking at cooler conditions beyond that cold front and with highs in the low to mid 70s, we're looking at quieter conditions with mostly sunny skies returning to the area beyond this weekend. Now that is a look at your forecast going into the rest of this week, this coming weekend, and next week. Stay dry. As always, stay up to date with us here at the at KUIC News Now with me in the mornings. You can also catch more updates on your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sean Cable and Meteorologist Daniel Sawicki later this afternoon and evening. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody.